Good evening. Good evening. This is another episode 29 of Lessons with Larry podcast. Today we have a distinguished guest. We have Carlitto to my right. We have the magnificent greatest Mayfield to my left. And we have myself, lots of Lessons with Larry podcast, and I have a special guest, Jake the Flake. Jacob fella, you know what I'm saying, my main man, you know what I mean? He showed up and gonna kick it with us tonight. Matter of fact, we're gonna let the conversation just flow from, whichever way he wanna go. Hey Jake, where you at?
Hey man, thank y'all for having me on Out the Mud, man. Like I said, it's a pleasure to be with you, Lott. When they told me about, coming on doing it with you, I said, well, it would be my honor to be, your guest. You dig what I'm saying? Because, you know, um, back in my day, coming up as a young hustler, you know what I'm saying, and coming, I got on the block when I was like 12. When I first, got my first stones in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes,
long
sir.
story short, you know what I'm saying. I come from the era where like our rappers, the people who we admired was the dope men. You know what I'm saying? The dope man was who I admired. So that's the nigga. So that's who. When I seen him, when I heard about him, when he rode past, when he got out of his car and walked in the store with his outfit on, with the shoes he was wearing, with the chain he had on, with the ring he had on, with the watch he was wearing,
My man.
Yeah.
I paid attention to everything because that was my idol. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that was one that was really doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it was around that time, it was a lot of niggas really doing it. So it was, and you was one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
hats off. I didn't like I was a younger cat, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really get a chance to bump elbows with you back then, but like I said, I had seen you, knew about your car, knew, seen you ride, you know what I'm saying? You was one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? And when people said your name, they said it with respect and it carry weight, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I humbly appreciate that, brother. You know what I mean? Same with you. I mean, just hearing you, like I say, we was in the same presence, but not just at the same time or whatever. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like you say, when I heard that joint, I must have went crazy because you had a banger. You know what I mean? That Jake, man, you had an anthem. You hear me? You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Beautiful, man. You represented in a real major way, man. And the transitions, just seeing the many transitions that you went through, in life, man, is just a beautiful thing. I mean, for real, to be able to witness it, for real, because a lot of brothers ain't still here. They can't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And it
Real,
ain't about it. It's about celebrating life while we got it. You know what I'm saying? For real.
for real. I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like you were saying, the transition, so we all must make the transition like it's evolution in life. We have to evolve, and a lot of times being from Flint with the Flint mentality, it's kind of hard to evolve when you really stay stuck right in the center in the thick of things. You know what I'm saying? Because you are part of the same circle. It's like the hamster on that thing running, but he running it going fast, but the thing just twirling around, and he really ain't going nowhere. But he going fast.
Yeah.
Burning rubber, huh?
Absolutely.
He burning rubber in his spot. He got a good engine. He
Same
got,
spot.
what I'm saying? But he just standing there. He got his foot on the gas and his foot on the brakes. He's just putting up a whole bunch of smoke. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm talking about?
How man? How man?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's like that's so that's what all that's from my me coming from the hood and leaving and then coming back different times. Like I said, like I tell people, a lot of people got money and left Flint, the celebrities, and they left, and then you would never see them in the hood no more. You don't see them with the people they grew up with, they used to hang with no more. They just disappear. They get money and go out somewhere and go get new friends and hang with the managers and this and different. They never show back up again, and you never get a taste of nothing of their success, or never get a chance to ask them questions or to get no feedback from them, or get inspired by them up front and close and
Yeah.
personal. And you was right there with them when they started doing it. But see, me, I always was the type of dude. I go get it and then come back with it.
How man?
You know what I'm
Yes,
talking about?
sir.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I go get the game and then I come back and bring it back to all my friends. Like you could ask all my friends. I done gave them all the game. I done got everywhere I done went. I done told them all.
Yeah.
So if they couldn't put the play together, they can't say that, man, Jake, man, that motherfucker come up here and try to make me a pimp.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so speaking on transition, what I would like to say, I'm humbled to be in the presence of both of you guys, knowing
Man.
y'all history, hearing about y'all, me being younger, and the transition is real. It's like because me coming through and doing what I was doing, being in the streets and wanting to turn my life around, it was like the risk started outweighing the reward for me. So, I had to do something different. So, me doing something different was going to school,
Mm.
becoming a collegiate scholar, what I'm saying, starting businesses and nonprofits and
Right.
just, but it's a testimony though, that what the Lord can do for you,
Hmm.
Absolutely.
so
Time to go legit.
yeah, time to go legit.
You understand?
You
That
see what
changed
I'm
my
saying?
life right there.
I ain't talking about Mickey. I'm talking
I ain't
about
talking about
social
Mickey D's. Time to
master
go
degree.
legit.
Hey, so now y'all got to realize this. Now, so
And you
when
was young.
I'm glad y'all said time to go legit because that was like I said, that was my first single I released off my Out to Get Rich album, which was only 5 songs with the intro, but time to go legit was the first single. It came out in December of 1992. That's when it came
Can
out.
that be played, man?
Man,
You say,
that's so
Can that be played?
if they got it, it's all good. But I'm saying that to say this is that like now you got to realize when I wrote that song, I was only when that came out. I had just turned 16.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so imagine I'm talking about going legit.
Straight out the mud.
Listen, I'm talking about going legit, and I'm only like 3 months into being 16. So if I'm talking about going legit, how
Right.
in how in how in the hell long had I already been illegal? Yeah,
Oh man. Oh man. Do the math. Do the
we
math.
never, ain't nobody never think about this man was talking
Man.
about
Okay, then now that's out of the mud.
Yeah,
For
right.
real. Yeah, that's out of the mud testimony. Yeah.
yeah, man.
No.
So I had already been illegal, man. I realized, I said, niggas get killed this gang season through a effing drought. You want to live, you want to die, is up to you, G. Keep selling yay every day, you ain't gonna be free. They catch you with you either way, and that's a proven fact. On your way picking up or on your way coming back.
Coming back.
Yeah.
real shit.
Come on, man. I'm talking about real life, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is, like I said, I thrived on being the dope man rapper because I was the real dope man, and them was the niggas who I admired. So, I seen a lot of other stuff, a lot of people doing a lot of things, but me, my passion was the hustle. My passion was them boys coming through with the sounds in the trunk, with them wet paint jobs, with them rims on there. I lived across the street from the liquor store. So every time I seen everybody that stopped on Dayton and ML King, I heard the cars pull up. I seen them getting out. I seen them sending the pretty girls in the store. I watched all that from across the street like I was watching a movie.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so Jake, let me ask this question. I'm gonna ask this question to you, and I'm gonna ask this question to Larry. What made you? What was the pivotal moment in your life that made you do something different, to jump into a whole nother lane and get a whole nother bag?
The rapping was kind of like the hustling because that's why my lyrics was so real because I was just, it was just part of when I seen the Dayton family. The first pivotal moment was when I seen the Dayton family. I seen them start making money selling them cassettes because it wasn't even CDs out yet. They was making $5 off each cassette, and
Right.
so for me, so when I seen them making money off the cassettes, and I'm like, man, okay. And then Shoestring was my best friend, growing up, you know what I'm saying? Then me and ID, we all hood, you know what I'm saying? I know him, and then Matt, I'm one of the younger dating boys, Jody, Matt, you know what I'm saying? Nick, I'm one of the ones, you know what I'm saying? And so them were the people who I used to have to get my action through when I was a kid coming up, you know what I'm saying? So I was into the circle of it, but then I could rap, you know what I'm saying? So I said, when I seen how big it went, I seen Shoestring, I said, man, I ain't gonna be one of them niggas. Excuse my French. I ain't gonna be one of them dudes talking about, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I used to know them, and that used to be my best friend growing up, and we used to rap on the corner together because we did, But I wasn't gonna be one of them talking about, trying to tell the story, and then people be like, man, you don't know him. You know what I'm saying? So I said, my time is to move now. I need to get into the studio and start putting my stuff down, and become a part of the play. But really, I was thinking about making the money. So my real true reason for rapping, no lie, right hand to the Father in heaven. My real reason, my real reason was because, like I said, they was making $5 a cassette, and so when I seen they was making $5 a cassette, I'm like, and I seen how they was selling out the stores nonstop, just selling them out the trunk, selling them out the stores. I'm like, man, they booming them boys. I'm just like,
They couldn't keep them.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm a hustler, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, I need to get me 5,000 cassettes, and then 5,000 cassettes at $5 a piece. That's 25,000. I say, then I said, from there I can get me a brick and be on my way. That was
so so so
so
it's
so so
safe.
so the music. So it was my only reason for really even getting into the music and going was to try to get that $5 a cassette and order me 5,000 of them and make me 25,000 and get me a brick, and then I was off and running. That's all. That's why that's why the name of my album was entitled "Out to Get Rich," and then 36 is what I'm copping. That was
You're right. So
so. You know what I'm
so
saying? Real.
so Larry, same question for you.
Okay, repeat the
For the
question.
people who don't know, okay, so in the game, transitioning, what was the pivotal point that either took you out the game or you left the game? What I mean, you ain't got to get off in the detail,
No,
but
I ain't got no details to get off into. This
oh,
show
okay,
is memories
okay,
anyway. You
okay,
did, but just seeing that I just kept doing the same thing and getting the same result, but expecting a different result.
okay.
It just wasn't adding up. You know
So
what I
you was
mean?
the hamster on the wheel, basically,
No, not really.
running and
But
ain't.
I'm just saying, I was the type, I would lean on my own sword. So like my
Oh,
problems with never nobody else's. So I would be the one punished. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying, by my own actions. You know what I'm saying. So it's
that's rough.
you learn. You just learn. You can't keep bumping your head and thinking thinking you ain't gonna bump your head again. You doing the same thing.
All right, Jake,
You know.
this leader. My question is, what is the best thing you ever did for Jake to put you in a better situation?
Left Flint.
How man? Hold on. He keeping it one. He keep this.
No, left Flint, and then
In
found me
environment.
left Flint, found me a whole nother hustle where that hustle didn't consist of me having to deal with no Negro.
Okay,
Mm,
okay.
So when I left and then I started dealing with I didn't have to depend on Negroes in the hood on my nizzles the cop and flip with and the drop it off
Cause
to
I
and
don't need
throw
shit.
it
Your
in.
whole life is already scripted.
Yeah, so when I was able to remove dealing with that, I was out of Flint and I wasn't dealing with no nizzles. Man, I was after that. Now now the problem was pretty much solved. Now it's just for me to now who I am dealing with. How can I benefit in working with them? But it didn't consist of the negative energy, the competitiveness from my fellow brother. You know what I'm saying? That really he don't
Yeah.
want what I want. He really want what I got, but he don't want to put the work
Yeah.
in that I put in to get it. And he
Absolutely.
Yeah.
don't and he don't know how to be a worthy contributor to learn from me and help me so I can help him because his mentality ain't thought he ain't been groomed that far in his mind or in his heart.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Facts.
Right. Same
Facts.
question for you, Larry.
Okay.
Ask Larry the question.
At what point what did you do for Larry to put you in a better situation?
Like he said, left Flint. I would say just broaden my mind to a lot of just okay. You can- it's such thing as going somewhere without going somewhere. The same way like you can pick up a book. And if you get that deep into that book, your mind can go right there. Your mind can travel there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying to answer your question, just seeing different things and just being exposed to different things, a different way of life, and wanting better for myself. You know what I mean? Truly, one better. So I know I had to do better. You know what I mean? You know, and that's pretty much that's that's my motivation. You know, and then knowing that I have people who kind of I ain't gonna say look up to me, but the kind of you know
You got people who really depending on you to win
I
and
mean
not lose,
but
basically.
they know I want to see them win.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, so and you try not to you try to lead by example.
Exactly.
So yeah.
The man,
Now, huh?
the, the man got a big old reputation to protect, and he got to stand on that. Period.
Yeah.
He known, and everybody know him, respect him for who he is. Even though he changed from doing what he was doing, but he never stopped being who he always was. And that's what he was saying. Sound like to me.
And
Thank you.
that's real.
Thank you. I couldn't have said
That's
it better
real.
myself, man. How man. For
Hey,
real.
yeah, he real. I just met him.
You know what I
I
mean?
just met him, Jake, but Money Grip talked about him and made him colossal already to me. So when I met the brother, it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he
Yes,
one
sir.
of them guys, man. He one of them guys for sure. I mean, when they say who them guys is, man. Like I said, you couldn't, when they start calling off who them guys is, back then, everybody just know like who the man. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, man, he the man. Like it's all about being the man. You know what I'm saying? Like when they talk about who the man was, you know what I'm saying? Who was really getting, who was on their feet and making it happen.
Untouchable.
Yeah,
One of
he
them
was.
untouchables.
No, but and
He
but
was so
now
humble.
I'm
OG
man. I'm
so
just
humble. He like, nah, nah.
I mean, I appreciate that. I'm humbled by it. You know what I mean? I guess if you stay true to what it is that the way you were brought up, you know what I mean, then you're gonna be that way.
Yes, sir.
Stick to your to your core being. You know what I mean? For real. You know right from wrong, wrong from right. You know what I'm saying? You know which way to go. I'm humbled by it for real, straight up. Because I don't take nothing for granted. Life and also taught me that not to take too much or nothing for granted. You know what I mean? Because like I say, today is all you got. Tomorrow ain't even here. Yesterday gone forever. You ain't seeing that again.
Mm, indeed.
For real. So
Them
I'm
facts.
humbled by it for real. Touch man, straight up. You know, man, because you never know. Generally you don't hear people talk about you to you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying for real. It's kind of like I didn't have people come tell me about me and don't even realize they talking to me. But I'm saying, that didn't
Yeah,
happen to
right.
me before
Yeah.
on more than one
Yeah.
occasion. But I'm be so humbled by it, you know what I mean? Then I just be like, hey, I'm him.
Right.
Not him is HIM. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
Larry. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying? It's
yeah,
me. Oh yeah, well, I ain't know you, but I knew your people. You know my people. Oh, you're right. Straight up. But it's all love. I mean, for real. You know what I mean? I'm just humbled by just life, period. Good things, man. You got to be able to find the good in everything. And in order to do that, you got to have good taste. You know what I
exactly.
mean? And I think we all got good taste for real because we didn't find some sweet spots in life. When you generally find out what life is all about, since we play so much, we spend most of our time on our youth. You know what I'm saying? Playing by the time we realize what our purpose is, shit, you ain't got no whole lot of time to fulfill it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, at least that's how I feel about it. That's my truth. But
Yeah.
yeah. You know, it's-
So, Jake, just a question for you and Larry Carlitto. So, for the youth that might be watching us, the young ones, you know what I'm saying, knowing the backgrounds of people that they might know at this table, and what we doing now, what is some advice you can drop on them? Like I've been there and done that. I'm doing this now.
Um, what I would say to them is always think like a leader. You can learn from a baby, and you can learn from the person who you see and doing the most and the best and the highest you ever seen anybody go. You can learn from, the high to the low, but always be a leader and think positive and think positively of yourself. have no doubts in your ability. That's what I would say. That's because that's how I made it. Like, even though I admired, Breed, I admired Dayton Family, I admired Top Authority, because they came out with record deals before me, you know what I'm saying? And I admired Scarface, Ghetto Boys, all the other rappers that was out that I used to listen to. Awesome Dre from Detroit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
it was just, the Big Daddy, all the rappers I used to listen to. But me, I always thought highly of myself, and I knew that me knowing that they was who they was and they had they had their own originality. So I had to be who I was and believe in myself, think positive of myself, and create my own originality within myself and who I am with whatever I'm creating or whatever I'm going to be and whatever I'm doing. I got to do it my way, but I got to be positive. I got to believe in it. And the people I came across, if I learned from the baby, I took that and used it to my way for my benefit. I came across somebody high up on the horse doing real good for themselves. I took what I learned from them and then implemented that into my process and then used it to make myself better, but I always thought of myself as a leader instead of a follower, because sometimes you can see somebody so high or doing better than you initially, or before you got your chance to do what they was doing better, but you might find yourself following them and then get lost being like them instead of following yourself, and then yourself could have been even greater and better than they was, but because you followed them, you limited yourself to your ability to grow past them and to be greater and to be and experience your full greatness of what was in you instead of what you were seeing somebody else and reaching to their max. Your max may be higher than theirs, but the only way to do it is to think positive of yourself and have no doubts in yourself and believe in yourself and think like a leader at all times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Carlitto, let's hear from you.
Man, I would tell you, say what I would tell the youth and how to uh basically
G.
everybody got a skill, right? Don't doubt themselves, like Jake said. Believe in you and yourself and your skill. It might not be your skill ain't good enough. It might be the place you in. Like you said, you got to move, get out of Flint. You got to move around. Your value might not just be here. Your value might be Porky Bean Projects in Florida somewhere. You
Yeah.
feel me? But if you don't never get out, you'll never know. So I would just tell them, just keep pushing, one foot in front of the other one. Find your goal and go for it.
Period.
So I'll let you go last. So what I would say to the youth is like, it's never too late to change. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some bumps. You're going to get some scrapes, but it's all right. You got to just stand up like a man. Keep your head up. Um, and I would also say you got to learn who you are and know yourself and love yourself first before you can demonstrate it to anyone else. You got to lead by example, because it's easy to tell somebody this is what you need to be doing, but if they're not seeing you doing it, it's going in one ear out the other. You telling me what's good for the goose, good for the gander. So that's what I would say to the youth, and be confident in yourself, no matter what. Believe in you, whether somebody else do or don't.
Yeah. So I would say to the youth, learn to respect. Learn the importance of respect. Learn to respect yourselves and learn to respect others. You know what I mean? When you can respect other people's space like you want your space respected, then you start seeing life in a different light. You know what I mean? Because it brings on a whole different type of energy. You know what I mean? So I would say just learn to respect and then just see what grow from there, for real. You know, that would be my message. Yeah. Just keep on. And so, yeah.
So yeah, so what's
We got
going on out there,
we got
Jake? So
Eric.
let's talk
We
about
still
some of the things that. Oh, what time? How long we been on? Oh yeah, we still
okay.
got
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
what you got going on these days, Jake? Is
Yes, sir.
anything
Who
that you
you?
like to share? With the audience, something to look for, or what you got going on these days?
Man, like I'm multitasking as we speak. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Okay.
it's the endless. I got an endless to do list.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
got
right.
an endless to do list. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, one of my biggest things is my movie coming out. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
my movie is called Payback is Karma. Um,
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking. I just had a meeting with shout out to Jaquavis Coleman. He he directed my movie and wrote the script for it. I wrote the movie, and he took my script. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he took basically my screenplay that I wrote and then he took that and turned it into a script, and then he directed the movie for me. So we shot the majority of the movie in Flint. We shot some in Dallas. So that's my biggest thing that I got coming. That should be with how we talked and everything he gave me, and my list he gave me the date things that need to be done and the projected time, how we can get things. He gonna assist me getting things moved because he got the plugs to the distributors and everything. He said that I should be looking at a end of January, later than mid-February release.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what's up. Congratulations. So it's a whole lot of fun stuff going
For real,
on.
that's what's up.
Whole lot of fun stuff going on.
So this year I released three Christian children's books. So I got children's books. So I got 3 out, but I got 6 more. That's three of them. I'm releasing. I got 6 more children's books wrote. I'm releasing each. I'm releasing 2 3-part series. So 3 of them are 3 more Christian children's books, and then 3 of them are just children's books. You know what I'm saying? Just some different stories for kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm releasing them in 2 3-part series. So I should have those available and out and ready for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? For people to buy for the kids for Christmas and things like that. And and also with my movie, I have a book, a 152-page book. It's called Payback is Karma as well, and that's completed. And I'm actually going to be releasing that as well before the end of this year to have it out before the movie come out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely got endless tasks going on, bro.
Hey,
that's what's up.
Hey, that young Rudy popping too, OG. Your son, man.
Yeah, shout out to the business, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's my son, man. That's young. That's baby Black House, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he fly.
Okay. Yeah. So Larry, what you got going on coming up in the future? With lots of love. You want to tell the people about?
Yeah, just lots of love, mentors for success. My little young men, where they I got some young men. They ages from 6 to 11, and they about trying to be mentors within their community and respective, with their friends and whatnot, being a positive force. But we meet every Wednesday, and they growing, and they doing good in school. They all
That's awesome.
Academics.
That's awesome.
So what I will say, one of his students or one of the kids that he got is one of my little cousins, and I just found out the other day, since he's been dealing with Larry, that he got A's and B's now, and I'm proud of him. And congratulations, man. Thanks for looking out for my people, man. For real. It's real. Like, he's making a difference. I saw them kids and the way they speak and their mannerism when I come around them and see him. He got it going on. And basically what you say, you teaching them to be mentors so they can go infest the hood, infest their friends, and they just all spread.
Like I tell them, they're going to reach their friends. I'm not going to be friends with your friends. But if I send you back to your friends and you in order, and you can influence your friends by you not being the leader, by you not being the follower, you become the leader. You set the example for them, and then they'll follow suit. You understand me? And all y'all worlds and all y'all lives can change. A lot of things that go on in lives you won't even have to experience if you know how to move.
So what I need to let everybody know is only 2 koalas in the world, me and Carlitto. So what you got going on? How can they find you, or what you got going on in the future coming up?
Man, basically, I'm just trying to build the brand and get down with you guys and see how we can help the community out right now.
Okay, that's
I'm learning myself.
Okay, cool. So Out of the Mud, we got a lot of great things going on this year. Like Jake was saying, the endless to-do list. We're gonna be the #1 podcast in the world soon, one day.
Facts.
And all of our lifetime, God willing, that we are sitting here. So we got great things going on. But what I would like to do we still have the young lady on there still? So we would like to introduce and bring on right now Erica Bree, MC Bree daughter. She got some great things going on, and we about to let her tell you what she's got going on. Hey, how you doing?
Let's welcome
let's welcome her.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? How's it
So
going?
we want you to tell our people what you got going on. It's exciting.
All right. So this year we'll be celebrating MC Breed Day in Flint, Michigan, which is December 2nd. This was granted to MC Breed back in 2008, December 2nd, at his services. This would be the annual kickoff for his annual holiday. But this year we will be celebrating it December, showcasing a live performance, an event on December 1st. So I have information that I will get out to you guys. You can go to the Real MC Breed on Instagram to kind of tune in to see updates on what we have going on. But there's going to be a variety of talent, some faces that we'll see, some new faces and old faces. And I just want to take this opportunity to celebrate my father, genuine personality and character, not just only his music and his legacy, but also give something back to the city and his fans and his friends and his family.
That's what's up.
It's a beautiful thing.
So we waiting on you to play that song right quick.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you.
December
Ain't no
2nd,
future in
y'all.
your front, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow. And,
yeah,
and, and he did something with Pac. Like,
Uh,
man, that's
Yeah.
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 You
He
gotta
Hey, you
brought
know,
Pac here.
you know
Yeah,
that,
He
yeah.
that
brought Pac to
Yeah.
yeah, I
Flint.
was right there behind the rallies.
Yeah.
Behind rallies, that was dope. DOC
The wi-
was in there
the
too.
windmill.
Yep, the windmill place. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
Yeah,
performed there. I
yeah.
performed that night. Yeah, my company that I was with, we the one that threw the party, Stick and Move.
Hey, I was
yeah.
at
Oh,
hey,
okay then.
I was at the party, the after party. No Diddy in the Hyatt. In the
Yeah,
Hyatt, baby.
yeah.
We're down.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely hear a lot of stories about you and my father, Jake the Flake. You are definitely one of Flint's pioneers in the music industry. It is definitely a pleasure to finally get in front of you and speak with you. You have no idea how many people are telling me that I need to reach out to you. So this is full circle. I'm definitely excited to chop it up with you. And I was listening in on you guys, and um, I like what you said. It's like, you just got to keep going. You got to be yourself. So thank you for those words in this conversation. I really got something out of it. So I appreciate you guys.
No,
Thank
Thank
no.
you.
Salute you, Queen.
Yes,
You
yes.
the, hey, you the, hey, you the, hey, you was left of a great legacy. So our hats off to you, respect to you. We all love Bree, you know what I'm saying? And
you.
Yeah.
his name lives on through you and through us, through his city, because the love is still there and the respect is always gonna be there.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
One Puff Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then.
Okay.
Yo,
So,
that's
Thank
what's up.
you.
Yeah.
So I want everybody before we get up out of here to give your handles, Instagram, Facebook. How can we find you and let our viewers
Yeah.
know how
For
can we
those that may,
contact you? Yeah.
yeah.
go
So we're
there.
going Erica go first.
Okay, cool. So, right now you can find information about MC Breed and what's going on with the estate at the Real MC Breed on Instagram. I am in the process of working on the Facebook, TikTok, and getting the YouTube, sorry, all consolidated. So, but you definitely can go to Instagram and find more information and stay tuned.
Okay then.
You can reach me at snotnosent, carlittopain.com.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what about Jake?
You can reach me at Facebook, Jacofella, Hudson, uh, Instagram at Jacofella, JAKAFELLA. YouTube, same Jacofella Entertainment. Um, what else? And TikTok. the real Jacob Fella. Yeah, and I'm on there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can reach me at Snapchat, Jacob Fella 007.
Man, you everywhere,
Okay.
Jay. You might as well sit on our platform.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
my man,
that's
everywhere.
what's happening. You gotta
Yeah,
be
You
there.
doing better than me.
You gotta be everywhere.
So where can they find you, Brother Lynn?
You
Out
find
of
me right here out of the mud.
out of the
Media.
mud, out of the mud.
Mondays,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Out of the Mud.
Shout out, yeah.
That
Shout out,
podcast hot, them people
yeah,
hot, that
yeah.
engineer,
Yeah,
my
George
George F. Grundy, the
Yes,
second,
sir. Yes,
is
sir.
behind all of
Yeah.
this, making this magic happen, making sure we sound good.
Yes, sir.
So we really appreciate that. And you can find us. That's where we at, man. We making a lot of moves. And 2025 is just gonna be, our year and prosperous,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be everybody's year. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending that blessing to
The
everybody.
year growth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
putting that
Receive.
energy out there.
Yeah, that's right.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, so I'd like to thank y'all, and Out of Mud, I'd like to thank y'all for showing up, coming out tonight, interacting with us, conversating with us. We had a decent show. Looking forward to have some more and to build with you.
Right, for sure.
And do some other things in the future, especially in 2025. Probably, before the end of this year, really. We got the holidays coming up. We here in Flint. We gonna get snow. Jake doing a little better. And where you at? Where
No
you at,
matter
Miss
the
Lady?
weather.
Where are you at, Erica?
I'm in Georgia.
So yeah, we
y'all-
dealing with the snow, so we gonna turn up down here.
Come holla at
People
us.
in Michigan gonna be watching Out of the Mud though, so
Yeah,
we gonna get it in though. So like I said, thank y'all both for
for
coming.
sure.
Hey,
Appreciate
Stop.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having me.
Hey,
Oh, man.
go ahead. No, I was saying, Larry. Hey, Larry, I was gonna say, I thought we had 50 minutes, man. It looked like 36 around here, man.
Hey, we can keep the show going now.
Keep it going.
They done ran out of curses.
I'm
Okay, so we got Eric in here.
I'm enamored by y'all greatness, straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying it. You know
There's
what I mean?
a lot
For
of
real.
Flint stuff
I
going
feel like,
on.
man, I just ought to feel all this Flint energy and Flint love because even with Miss Erica, you know what I mean, and your father, like Jake said, he put us on the map for real. When people took us serious, they had if you play that song right now, I'm sure
It's
you already know. I
It's
ain't telling
going
you nothing
down.
you don't know, but people,
Every
it's gonna
nationality.
move people. It's gonna move 'em. I don't care
Yes.
where you be at, where you been. I done been everywhere, and when they come on, you just feel a sense of pride, knowing, okay, I know them. Oh, that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
That same coffee talking about. That's what I'm cut from. You know what I mean? So even with Jake, you know what I mean, hearing his music and just get the flashback of what he was saying at such a young age. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. And to see what he had in his space in his life. I mean, just man, and got so much wisdom to give. You know what I mean? And don't mind giving, and that's a blessing within itself. For real, man, for sharing that. For real,
Jake said, I'm my 50 minutes.
Yeah, no, I want you to have it. You deserve it.
I'm just messing with you, Jake.
Look here.
36 though.
That man,
Hey, 36 appropriate.
We'll try to do the 36, brother. No
Yeah,
problem.
36 appropriate.
You're gonna call me back for another one, and you could already,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying it.
you dig? But I'm gonna say to you, Erica, about your pop song. I've been at the biggest parties in the biggest places, and I'm talking about Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Miami, in the biggest clubs. I was just in Miami in May. But what club was that? That's Live.
Yes, live in the hotel.
It's inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but listen, that song, they still every number one DJ that DJ at these places, they number one because they sometimes like they have 3 or 4 DJs, but a lot of them DJs in between. But when they number one DJ come on, it's the main DJ of that night of that big party. It never fails. I literally sometimes sit there and wait for him to play it because I know he finna play. And then when he play it, he mixing it in with something, and the party stay going up. It never loses energy. It even intensifies. So they still playing the song across the country in major places, in the biggest clubs, the biggest parties, Super Bowl, All-Star games with the parties,
Right.
the biggest DJs is still, that's one of their go-to songs every time, and it never loses. It always, every single time, still to this day.
Still
Yeah.
Facts,
hitting.
facts.
Yes.
Timeless.
That's
Right
fact
about that. You
for
are
real.
right about that. I cannot
Facts.
deny that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I get in Lyft sometime and it's on their playlist and I'm just
Yeah,
Hey.
it deserved to be there. That's a classic.
Oh
He
yeah.
got a few classics,
Yeah,
straight up.
yeah.
A
But he
few.
represented Flint real.
oh
Flint
yeah.
well. He represented Flint. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He
And
loved his
7 years,
city.
7 years,
He
7 years.
really loved home.
Cause when I was
yeah,
staying in Cali when that came out,
yeah.
I went
That
to
was the
Tower
best
Records. The only
CD.
thing I could get was that Top Authority and that Funkify album from Flint.
That's one of
Hmm.
my favorite albums.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
he
like
did
that
that. The
Funkify.
one
It's
that
rough.
DLC did. Yeah.
That Funkify.
Yep.
Better get a
Yeah.
badge of your own.
Yeah, that's
And
No cap.
oh, man.
Yes.
me and Shoestring from the Dayton family, our favorite album, and we still talk about it to this day. I think Shoestring got a copy of it that ain't even been opened yet. He told me
Mm-hmm.
he found it online somewhere on eBay and bought two copies, and he said he's saving one. He still got the plastic on it. But our favorite album of Your Daddy's was that New Breed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, was that? Yeah, that's
that
the
was it.
one that
That was
him and
it.
Pac was collaborating, right?
He that one, gotta get mine, gotta. And then he
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's the one with him and
had that
Pac
one.
did be on there.
That's
yeah.
He
another
had that one with Pot Car. He had that
yeah.
one on there with Pot Car, Coming Real Again. Coming
Yep.
Real,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Go,
Yep.
go,
Coming
go,
Real
go.
Again.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Get me geeked out.
And that who's that knocking at my girl's front door?
Yeah,
That's the
that one.
shit.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah,
Everyday hoe.
yeah,
Yeah.
Flag.
Yep.
Oh no,
Yeah,
he
they was
had.
beating too.
That's that
Yeah,
coming
that
real
joint
again,
was
man.
beating.
What?
That joint was beating. You hear
Hey,
me?
what about flashbacks though?
Go
Flashbacks.
away. Who would be
I
flashback?
know I have another flashback. Some man that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's with the POC on that one, ain't it?
No, I just breathe, man. That's just him.
Oh, okay, okay.
That
Yeah.
just yeah, but I think Doc was helping him, But I think
I think
Warren,
he did some productions, if I
yeah,
ain't
Warren,
mistaken.
yeah, it was Colin.
Yeah.
It was Colin Wolf and Warren G. Colin was the one on played the guitar, and then Warren G was making them
Oh yeah,
beats.
that's what he referred to the
They did that.
DOC
They did
when he
that.
talked about the car crash. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Flash,
he got some
that,
hit after hit.
that new breed, man, that was one of
Yeah.
his hardest. Me and
Yeah.
Shoestring, we hands down, me and him, that's our number one top breed album of all his albums. Like I said, every time I think about any song on that album, it makes me smile, and you know what I'm saying? It really put chills
Okay.
on my skin for real.
Oh,
All
beautiful.
right.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I
Hey,
like
I
that.
got a question for y'all. This Georgia Grundy the second.
Hey, George, what's
What's
happening?
going on?
You got it, Mr. Flake or
Let-
Mr. Dickerfeller. I got a question. In your opinion, and based on your life and what you've seen in the music industry, how impactful was Flint itself as a whole when it came to how we held down music from the Dayton family to Top Authority to Jake the Flake to Scambino Mob to MC Breed, so on and such, and keep going. How impactful? Like when you went state to state doing shows and stuff like that, how was people feeling this and how impactful was Flint?
Mm.
Well, well, Breed, like I say, Breed changed a lot of like Breed was on tour with Public Enemy, with Scarface, with like he was one of the original greats of all of that era. He was Biz Markie, like he was one of them.
Yeah.
So like
Real.
all of the biggest hip hop heads that was famous, they loved it. Breed, Public Chuck D from Public Enemy, Scarface, these big all Biz Markie, all of them loved it. Breed, they was Breed fans.
Mm-hmm.
They loved it, Breed. So and as far as after them was Dayton Family, Top Authority, but Dayton Family, if you listen to 666 Mafia, they took the whole Dayton Family rap flow and style from the Dayton Family when they originally started making their music that they was coming out with that got them famous, and they was making they literally bit and stole those same. Not that they stole them because they just admired them so much, and the styles was so dope. You when you listen to the 666 Mafia, the old one, and then you listen to Dayton Family, man, it's almost the music ain't the same and the lyrics ain't the same, but the flow, the pattern is the same.
Cadence, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They took that Dayton family, they took them Dayton family styles, and then they patterned them and went and got even more famous than the Dayton family got with. You know what I'm saying? So we had an like for me, Gucci Man put my name in the song. You know what I'm saying? Copping in one of his first, I think his first or second album he came out with, he said copping 36 like Jake the Flake.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we made an impact. Boosie done talked about Dayton Family, Top Authority, like all of these guys, man. Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? Bun B. All them boys.
MJG. Oh
They,
yeah.
they know about, man. Flint been very impactful in the music industry. The only thing that we didn't have a major record label. We didn't have good people that understood music. We didn't have good entertainment lawyers. So there was nobody to carry you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, there was nobody to carry us to the level of all those other major cities had to be able to move the artists to the next level or be able to put them together in one group or under one label, so to speak, and then move them forward knowing the potential. We were just all street niggas going from the hip. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Selling
You know,
cassettes.
I can remember a time when Breed used to beatbox. I missed the
yeah,
concert. I was so mad. It was a Run DMC concert. I think they was what BM. Their name was BMX. Breed used to beatbox before the rap.
Mm.
yeah. He used to be with my cousin Gasner. Him and Gasner used to be together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
him
sir.
and Gas know. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Gas. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, we had an impact, man. That was like, but because we didn't have the recognition, we didn't, and we were just so small and independent. Like a lot of those other people was able to take stuff that we did and then blow up bigger than us with it. But they never. But whenever they see us, I done seen Outkast. I seen Outkast at the Freaknik. We was backstage. I was performing. Outkast was performing. Somebody introduced me to Big Boy. When they introduced me to Big Boy, they told Big Boy I was Jake the Flake, and Big Boy said, "You ain't Jake the Flake." I said, "I am." I said, "I'm Jake the Flake." Soon as I told him I was Jake the Flake, instantly he said, "Come with me." He took me over to Andre 3000. Dre was in a conversation with somebody else. Big Boy interrupted Dre's conversation and said, Dre, guess who this is, man? Guess who this is? And then he started singing my intro. Jake, the motherfucking Flake, Jake.
Boom,
So,
boom, boom, boom,
Okay,
boom.
that's what's up.
yeah, so these are people that's already that's way famous than we ever got. But these people that grew up and respected our music, in the beginning of their early careers, you know what I'm saying? And so it always feel good. But like I say, Flint is definitely on the map. And shout out to all of the younger Flint rappers, Rio the
Yeah,
OG, Willie
they
Ray,
coming up. They
Yeah,
coming
shout out,
hard.
shout out to the yeah.
Babyface Key, Crispy Life Kid,
They coming.
my man, the Coochie Man, what's his name?
NYJ.
Why,
NJ.
YNJ.
Yeah.
yeah, man, them boys done turned this back up. You know what I'm saying? And they really getting their action
And
because
they
they
putting everybody together. They ain't separated. It's all hood.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I
And they
love
they
about
they work in the internet. They know how to work their social media, so they getting their exposure. See, that's the only thing we was lacking exposure. We had the talent, but we was lacking the exposure. But now them boys is getting all the exposure, and they know how to work them social medias and them YouTubes and all that. And them boys doing
So
numbers.
with that said, Jake.
The younger generation of the music.
So with that said, I got a couple other questions. The second question is going to be: out of all the new artists and people out here, who would you want to do a collaboration with? But the first
Ooh.
question is: back in the time of the height of your era, did you ever, or any of the people ever that you know of, do any collaborations with some of the R&B artists from Flint, like Ready for the World and so on and such?
Yeah, I think Dayton Family them did some stuff with them. I don't know what album it did or where it came out at, but I know Dayton Family did some stuff with Ready for the World. Night and Day was on my first album, song called "That's the Way Life Goes." That was the R&B group Night and Day. Gasner, my cousin Gasner, and his partner Tony. Um, so and then we always then me, Lori Coleman, shout out to her. she was we were just talking about Time to Go Legit. She was the singer on Time to Go Legit. So back in our earlier days, coming out, we always incorporated R&B singers, even if they wasn't putting their own album out. But if we knew they had a voice and just could sing, we would always, definitely me and Dady family, we would always incorporate singers, in our hooks. We kind of got away from it as we did more albums and then got, more, got older. But in our initial, our initial introduction into the industry, we always we thought highly of, creating the song and the chorus had a real good singer on it. We took pride in that. Oh, and to your second question, who would I see myself doing a collaboration with? On the hip hop side, I like I like a lot of artists, so don't get me wrong. But the two guys, I would say two people. I would do a collabo with Plies, and I would do a collabo with 2 Chainz. Them my two dogs.
I was being more specific with the Flint artists.
Oh, Flint artists?
Yeah, the young up and coming, and those that's walking in the footsteps that you already walked in.
Oh, well, I would see myself doing something probably more so with Rio. I'd already talked to him before he went to jail. I had sent him a beat, and then we never got a chance to get to it and get it together. They daddy, my man, coming up. So, Ratio, that's my guy. That's him and Louis. Him and Louis, they brothers. They got the same daddy. But so if it would be a collaboration, it would probably be with my 2 young dogs that come from the blood that I noticed. That's real pit bull blood, you know what I'm saying? Champion blood, about. But shout out to Crispy Life Kid, because I already did a song with him. You know what I'm saying? On one of my albums I released last year, Crispy Life Kid on the song with me. I think it's on I think I put it on I put out 2 albums last year. One of them called Hood Jacob Fella Hood Platinum. Then I put out another one called Double Hood Platinum. And I think Crispy Life Kid is on the song with me on Double Hood Platinum. And also I got a song with the young hitter that's raw on Borsellini Jazz. So So Borsellini raw too. So we can't forget about Borsellini.
Definitely.
Now with all that said.
Yeah, he a beast.
All that said, this is what I would love to see. This would be my thing. I would love to see a Flintromentary, not a documentary, but a Flintromentary, and have MC Breed narrating it using this new technology. He narrating the whole documentary or the Flintromentary, and then he had collaborations with all of the artists that's from Flint, whether it be R&B, whether it be hip hop, whatever. And this is just me. I can be dreaming. And I would love to see a hologram, just like they did with Tupac. Have a hologram of Breed and Tupac doing "Ain't No Future in Your Front."
Whoa.
So now tell me I'm dreaming now.
You hear him?
I saw how y'all was looking at me at first.
Slow down now.
You hear him, Erica?
Slow down now. You in my head.
Right.
You can scramble their eggs.
But listen, from the sounds of it, George, what you behind the scenes working that technology, from the sounds of it, you got the name of it, you got the way it need to be done. It sounds like you ready to do it. So my only question is when.
Hey, look, I'm down for whoever. I'm a Flint nationalist. So if it ain't from Flint, then if it ain't from Flint, it ain't from Flint. I'm a nationalist. So whoever from Flint that's down with what we saying, if we can do this and y'all they can do it out being a headache and trying to be a heartache and don't get their heart broke, then let's do it.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you talking to
Erica got the keys. She literally got the keys to the city.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We got to keep that it notated that the whole premise of this, from the streets to the church, MC Eric Breed had everybody jumping up saying ain't no future in your front.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
Yeah, it swept the nation.
So I'm saying a Flintromentary with him narrating it just like Pac did for his own documentary. It's not impossible. The thing is, Flint, in my opinion, from the different interviews that have probably never come out that I spoke to people, we have been so impactful. We are the hinges on the door of anything that we done.
Mhm.
So,
You ain't gonna move without Flint. Period.
For real. Let's go.
so the young ones still doing it right. Like them young boys that created a whole style of rap right now, and
Yeah.
even J. Cole, not J. Cole, but even Kendrick Lamar is rapping Rio style. That style is Rio style. The Detroit dudes picked it up from Rio, but that's Rio style. Rio
Yeah,
invented that
yeah,
style that all these rappers doing now.
Got
All over,
Detroit doing
yeah. You know, I mean,
but
we
Ain't no
yeah, I
different from
mean,
what
but
happened.
anything that's real gonna vibrate. It's
Yeah.
gonna vibrate throughout the mass. It's gonna reach. It's gonna have a, it's definitely gonna reach. And that definitely them boys reaching. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with you, Jake.
Most
yeah, no,
definitely.
they changed the industry. They added a whole different style of rap. You know what I'm saying? And a whole different type of flow. And now every song I hear to come on the radio, other rappers that ain't even from Flint nowhere. I said, man,
swag jack.
these boys that went so big, man. I done heard European rappers from overseas using that flow.
Yeah,
Yeah, they doing it in the UK heavy.
These boys done went worldwide with that flow, man. And that's straight up from Flint, Rio the OG. That's his
yeah,
original
yeah.
style.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Rio.
Shout out to Rio.
Yeah,
Real.
yeah, for real.
Oh,
Okay.
so what we do got to say, Rio, when you see this, the first interview that you do when you get out, when you get time, we need you at Out of the Mud. We putting that up. We putting that up out of there now. So, like I said, thank y'all for coming through.
Yeah, for sure.
Is we good, brother Jake?
Come on, man. We all good, man. Like I said.
I'm telling you.
Is we good, brother Larry?
Yeah, we
We
blessed.
good?
We
Yes,
good.
Are we
we
good,
definitely
Erica?
blessed.
Yes,
Erica,
we are
yeah,
good.
you
Thank
always welcome. You always welcome here. Out of the mud. You too, Jake. Man, this is home, man. You hear me? You always got a platform. Here you here. Y'all here. Y'all got the key to the door.
Say
I
no
don't
more.
need to say
Say
no
no
more.
more.
For real. Oh man.
thank you.
Yeah.
Vice
We
versa.
blessed.
Yeah.
So, Erica, what you do is just text your information to James. They got your information somehow to contact you. Matter of fact, James, you just text me her information, and then I'll reach out to you, Erica, and we'll go from there.
All
Okay,
right.
we'll do.
Yeah. Yep.
Y'all
Sounds
have a
good.
good night, man, and enjoy.
Everybody good night. Be safe.
Be safe, all that.
Yeah.
Another good show. Another
Yeah.
good show on Out the Mud, man. Some more big action coming from y'all. I already know it. Number one podcast in the world, God's will.
Yes,
That's
it
right.
God's
is.
That's
will,
right.
my
God's
man.
will. Oh man.
It
I
is
see it
God's will.
already.
Lessons
It
with
is.
Larry.
It is his
Yeah,
will.
it's happening, so it gotta be
Yeah.
his will. It can't nothing happen without his permission. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
thank you. It was
for sure.
definitely an honor being here with you guys. I appreciate you for
Okay,
sure.
We
appreciate you
appreciate
too.
you too.
For real.
Y'all have a good one.
All
You
right, you
too.
All right,
too,
All
later.
bro.
right.